Today, I'm going to share with you how to increase your business valuation. Just so you know that between my wife and I, we run over 10 different businesses. We have over 600 employees. So we get it. And we know how to scale businesses. And a lot of other businesses, corporations will hire me to do this for them. And these are the things that I share with them. So I'm going to give you 5 ways to do that. All right. Number 1, the key person policy. So many people were, they have their business. They have these people who are key people who are generating a lot of the income. They're very important people. Like if that person were to leave, or you need to fire them, or they die, or something happens there, right? They get sick, they get injured, and now they can't produce. What are you going to do? There was somebody that was helping you to produce a lot of money here, right? So if it's your top salesperson, your operator, or even you, if somebody dies, what's going to happen? And I know, like, even if everybody's young and healthy, obviously accidents happen. What's going to happen if one of those key persons or you die? If you don't have an answer, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a strategy, that's where your business is really, really vulnerable, and it's worth less because of that. So if you want an exit plan, you want to sell it, you have to have all these things put in place. So that way the person that's going to come pay for it, they see the security, the certainty that's there. And if something were to happen, it's still covered. It takes the risk and the fear away from that. So that way they are more apt to say, yes, let's do it. Here's the money for your business. A key person's life insurance policy, it pays out your company a tax-free lump sum of money if that most important person, if they die, if they're gone. It gives you a lump sum of money, so that way you can use it to replace them, to hire somebody else, to do some marketing, to be able to bring them back in. This buys you time. It buys you options. This increases your valuation, because buyers that see that you have taken away and removed a lot of these risks from, these type of things that could happen, then that makes them see like, oh, you set it up really good. This foundation is good. And if you're serious, you protect your people, you protect the cash flow, you protect the company, all of these things, right? So here's the second thing. You need to have documented systems. These are the SOPs, the standard operating procedures, the KPIs, the key performance indicators. These things are all documented because you're building a business, especially one that you want to sell, right? So this is you building something that is able to be handed over, and somebody can bring them in, and you have it all documented to the point where they can come in and just follow the directions and keep doing what they need to be doing. Now, this is so helpful. And if you don't have it, it's so freaking stressful, because now you're doing the same training, the same onboarding, the same repeating over and over again. That's a waste of time. That is not scalable. Buyers that want to come buy a business, they want to have clarity. They want to have structure. They don't want freaking chaos and problems and their money to be losing, right? So this is where you need to start documenting everything that you're doing, all the most important things that you're doing in your operation, how the leads are coming in, how the sales are going, right? How they're approaching the sales, how to quote, the scripts, the follow-up, the phone call, all these different things that are really important activities. Document it. Turn your brain, all this knowledge that you have in it, turn it into like a business manual, an employee manual, a handbook. So that way it becomes easier for you to onboard, train, hire, fire. All those things are in your documentation. Look, when you have all this, it makes your business look more like a machine, right? Like this is a money-making machine because you have it all settled there. So that's the second one. Now, number 3 is when somebody's going to come buy a business, they want to see, like, not only is there documentation, you have things set in place, is it organized, but you have reoccurring revenue. This is huge. Or is it like unpredictable, right? Like, I don't know how much I'm going to get. I hope that that we get a good, commission this month. I hope our revenue goes higher. No, this is not about hoping. You need to have predictability. You need to be able to predict. This is that reoccurring revenue. This is you measuring, having your numbers, tracking, right? All these things, because you need to have some predictability. So if you want to make your business irresistible to somebody who wants to buy it for good money, then build predictability. You need to build reoccurring income. You need to build monthly subscriptions, retainers, contracts, whatever applies to your model. It needs to be reoccurring. People don't buy like wishes and hopes and potential, right? Like, oh, there's a lot of potential here. Let me put in a lot of money. Like, people are not going to buy potential. They want to buy cash flow. that they can count on. Real investors, they want to know, not like hope. They want to know. So I want you to start to turn this hustle that you're doing and all this knowledge in your head, make it into a money-making machine by putting these things down, right? By creating these reoccurring revenues. What can you do when it comes to your business model to make sure that there is not only just one, but multiple reoccurring that is predictable? This is huge when it comes to you wanting to exit and sell your business. All right, here's number 4. Now, when it comes to number 4, this is something that a lot of business owners, they struggle with this. They know what's coming in. They don't really know what's going out when it comes to their money. There's a lot of leaks when it comes to their finances. So their finances are a freaking mess. And I've seen a lot of business owners that come in, they say that they're hitting these numbers, but when you start to really dig in there, their margins are super little because their financials are not clean. It's a freaking mess. And when you want to sell a business, if you don't have clean financials, you need to stop everything else and freaking clean it up. You can't sell a business if all the books are freaking messy, period. Like, you can't. There's no foundation there. If you don't know your numbers, then you don't know your business. And if you can't show the numbers to these people who are going to spend a lot of money in it, they're not going to buy. Even simple things like to where a lot of people, business owners, they have their personal and their business expenses together, separated. So you want to have this clean and organized profit and loss, the balance sheet, your tax returns, all this needs to be organized, because if a buyer doesn't see these things, they don't have clarity. If you're not clear on the numbers, you're going to have fear. And if they don't have clarity with you and your numbers, they're going to have fear. They're not going to trust you. They're not going to trust you. They're not going to buy from you. So here we go to the last one here, number 5. Replace yourself. Replace yourself. There's a lot of business owners that come to me and I start to go over their team, their structure, and they're right there on top, as they should be. They don't have anybody that their level. They have assistants, they have other managers. They don't have anybody that can replace them, though. And then they have this limiting mindset of like, well, nobody can replace me. Okay, maybe you might need to get 2 or 3 people to be able to do the same amount of work as you do. And I see this a lot, and that's okay. But you still need to replace yourself. Replace yourself. You're not the asset, right? If everything just depends on you, guess what? You are the bottleneck. You are not the boss. You're the bottleneck. You're holding everybody back, not just yourself, not your team, the paychecks that everybody's getting, even the impact that you're having in the market. You're holding everything back. You need to start duplicating yourself. We even do this in our company to where if you want to move up, if you want to get promoted, a part of you being promoted is you must duplicate yourself. You must. So, and this is where, they're going to come, hey, I want to get a promotion. Okay, well, you need to duplicate yourself. If they already did that, like, hey, they're already ready, you know how good that's going to make you look? So I want you to start training your second in command. Who's that going to be? And if you don't have that person right now, then you need to start hiring. Build a team that can function without you. Without you there. This is what I always ask my clients that come, the corporations, the big businesses that come. The teams, they hire me to scale their business, to get better results, to make more money. And I always ask them this. I said, let me ask you 2 questions here. 1, can your team maintain without you there? Most people will say no. Okay. There's probably about maybe 30% that can say yes, confidently. Yes, 100%. If I'm not there, they will maintain, they can do it. And it's usually they can leave maybe about a week, 2 weeks before things start falling apart, right? But let's just keep it there. And then I ask, okay, that's awesome. Let me ask you this one, the second question. Can your team grow without you? That's a whole different thing there, right? See, if you go on vacation and your revenue drops, that's a red flag. To any investor that's going to want to come and buy, that's a red flag, right? Freedom and value come from when you're no longer needed there every day. That's where the power is. That's when your business becomes sellable, scalable, investable. That's where it is, right? So if you don't have these things, these 5 things that I'm talking about, you're going to be stuck in that business, babysitting people. You're not going to be able to sell it. So you're going to be stuck there. Come on. This doesn't happen by accident. You have to build it. These 5 things are important, right? So go through these 5 things and start building. Look, this is what I want you to do. Here's your next move. I'm going to give you some clear things that you can do right now. And please reach out to me as well, because if you need help with any of these 5, I help so many businesses in all kinds of different industries do this. And I can help you with yours as well. Right. Also with the key man policy, we offer those. We can show you what that looks like for your key people. We can explain it to you. We can show you where there's a lot of people who make mistakes when they're getting it because they don't understand it. We will explain that, all of that to you. But let me give you this as a business owner. Let me give you some things that you can do right away, okay? Number one, I want you to begin to identify what are those top 3 things, those critical things that I brought up here that you need to do, and start focusing on that so you can start doing that in the next week, 2 weeks, start getting something done there. Also, who are the top 1 to 3 key people in your team? Like the ones that are doing a lot of the most important work. Identify those people, right? And then begin to protect the business by getting a key man person policy for them, right? Next thing, start documenting your systems like we talked about, cleaning your books, removing yourself from that day-to-day stuff so you can start to make your business more sellable. So if you want a higher valuation, then you need to freaking earn it, right? You need to earn it. You need to build it. You need to protect it. So if you guys want more information on any of this, any of these 5, I can help you. We can get on a free 30-minute consultation. I can already give you a 30-day plan with a lot of these things. We can get on a free consultation where I can show you what a free man policy looks like for you and how it's going to protect you. So right here in the information, we'll put a link, a number. If you guys like this content here, then you're going to love this other video on the 5 extra income streams that every entrepreneur must do, must have, must learn. So go check it out now.